The grinning face with smiling eyes. Everyone's really happy whether their teeth are just two solid pieces connected from bottom to top, a Microsoft Excel grid, 4, this, that, 1, Tom Cruise, banana. Despite their overwrought commitment to the Android brand, Google have made the best expression of sheer joy here. The face with tears of joy is bound to accompany some very clever comment, and perhaps some additional instances of itself. It's still the world's most popular emoji, and is probably more popular than most consonants too. Despite all this, it's not actually all that good. Samsung get this one, but there wasn't any competition. Smiling face with open mouth and smiling eyes, huh? Can we not just call it smizing? Sometimes a face emoji doesn't have enough unique properties to really justify itself. There are plenty of smiles, and I'm not sure any happy moments call for this one specifically. Get down here though, and Emoji Ones has tonsils. Now, emojis don't have noses, they don't have throats or chests, or somehow tonsils were an appropriate detail. Messenger gets this. Then there's the same thing with the cold sweat. Combine that with the open mouth, and most of these could be used as the making myself a drink emoji. Now this one has proper function if you've seen enough anime. Apple. Here's another less infuriating kind of laugh. Messenger. This one's a big old cozy smile with blusher on to a variety of extensive convincingness. Sometimes it's just a patch, or totally purple. I'm gonna go for coziness on this, and Algae has that in spades. I mean pixels. This next one is wearing sunglasses, usually to denote a kind of accomplishedness. Emoji shades don't need arms, they're just stuck to the front of the face. Here's one by DreamWorks. Emoji Ones is best. Sunglasses aren't the only thing an emoji can wear on its eyes. It could also go for 2 hearts. Samsung's mouth. Is this the concept art for Ms. Patman? The more texture and whatever they put into these, the more you have to consider the biological implications of eyes going all red and heart-shaped, and that's terrifying. I don't want to stay on this page much longer now. Facebook got it right. Next comes the face blowing a kiss, or throwing a kiss, or blowing a heart symbol. This kind of mouth pose was never really optimal for emojis. It manifests as an awkward asymmetrical 3 or something, so they're all kissing sideways. This really doesn't work, so I'll give this to the one design that doesn't do that. Oh, it's one of those horrible lemon heads with ugly makeup. I'm still saying this one, never use this emoji. Oh great, there's 3 more types of kiss face and they all do the same. I think most people trying to demonstrate a kiss in text. Well, firstly, why are you engaging in such illicit cyber acts in such an infinitely archived medium? And secondly, I think the lip print symbol is the more acceptable missive for that communication. I'll critique those in another episode if I really run out of ideas. Oh whatever, these are all rubbish. It's a surprise sweep for Mozilla. Except this last one. Samsung have finally combined side-on lips with the side-on face, resulting in something a bit less really bad. The thinking face with its signature hand has a bit of a mimetic status. It's often used by idiots. A few of these look like they've just smelt their finger and don't like it. I'm gonna have to go with Apple, but they should make that hand bigger. The face without mouth is one way to denote silence, or to get someone to respond, "Sorry, what do you mean by that emoji?" and then spend longer explaining it than you would have taken to just say what you meant in the first place. It's not always easy to interpret these as faces at all. I'll go for LG. The smirking face, used with caution, has a special function in Snapchat for pointing out those friends who you don't really like, but they really like you. And this is how you feel about them. Thanks, Snapchat. HTC wins points for looking like the biggest asshole of the group. Google wins here for conveying a smirk in the most concise manner. That's something to be smug about. The disappointed but relieved face now. Because we all need one of those. I'm still waiting for the vexed but keep remembering something funny face. Isn't disappointed but relieved face a martial arts movie? I guess this emotion is something English doesn't have a word for yet. There's a kind of exhaustion to it, well I'm glad that's over, that keeps the gladness very subtle. The sweat drop has returned and places itself at random. HTC have it best as you can't confuse the sweat drop for a tear. Now just plain relieved. Google's is so relieved it doesn't mind about the white liquid that's ended up on its forehead. Emojidex is just going for a yawn. There should be a yawn emoji, but this isn't it, and the best one here is from LG. Imagine if the unamused face was brought in as a reaction option for social media posts. It looks like we're unamused by things to our left, and most of these do a great job of drawing an expressive face simply. Go HTC. More sweat drops. I'm glad emoji covers the many facets of apathy. We need to bring anime sweat drops to real life because it sure beats trying to figure out what someone's face means. Messenger. The pensive face is remorseful, saddened by life, considering where it all went wrong. long. Emojipedia, please stop leaking my nudes. I've never seen such a sad set of emojis. This is going to come in really handy for all the apologizing I do. Messenger. Weary as the face of someone who's got through this episode. Despite everything expressed with these comically large mouths, Samsung's alternative approach hits home hardest. And now the grimace, which puts those uniform teeth to great expressive use. It's still possible to make it rubbish though, as Samsung and Facebook willingly prove. I'd go for Messenger, but I still can't get over that middle tooth width. Apple it is then. Okay, I'm done until I do an episode on further faces. If you like this video, stop.